Came to visit my parents again as I'm finalizing the move. Check out their property. Pretty cool. I dig it. Ives Dairy exit off the 95. That's where the original Team BC offices were. So coming southbound from the north here in South Florida, coming back from a trip, this would be the Ives Dairy exit. You get off here, you make a right, and we go right to the Team BC offices. So back when I would leave the office, I would get off on Miami Gardens Drive, which was close to the original first property that I bought here in South Florida. So when I got the office, it was super convenient because door to door, it was no more than 10 minutes from the office to my house, even with mild traffic like this. So on the way home from the office, again, going south on the 95, you could take this exit, you would get off and you would pretty much hug the side of the freeway for about another mile and you would get back to my house, which I'll show you here in a little bit. So right now we're cruising on 125th that comes off of the freeway. This takes you to the 95 the other way. If you want to get on the 95, which is the interstate, we're now going towards the water, going east. We're about to hit Miami Avenue. And if you make a left here and you go up, we are currently on 123rd, right? But if you go left, you get up to 164th, which is where my property was, right on the border of North Miami and North Miami Beach. So over here in a second, we're gonna pass the downtown of North Miami, which is a little small area. I remember a store there, Shelly's, where I bought, some suits and some cool stuff. And my friend Pablito came from Mexico to visit me right when I had moved out here. I think it was back in like 2022. And a lot of people don't know, I actually had my friend Eduardo move out from California and stay with me for months. I moved out in May of 2021. I got my house by September of 2021 and the office, that first office before we got the second location. And I told people, hey, if you guys need a place to stay and you're thinking about moving and you want to get out of California or wherever you're at, I open up my doors to people. And Eduardo was one of those people who actually came out here. Now, he didn't stay here permanently, but he was with me for a good couple months. And it was cool to see somebody actually have the courage to take that leap. And over the years, people have always asked me, hey, BC, why did you move, a little bit north of downtown? Why did you stay in like Brickell and downtown area or the beach side? And look, you guys got to remember, when I moved over here, I was already in my mid to late 30s, and I never was a big partier in general, but especially now, I didn't come here to party, right? I wanted a nice, peaceful existence. That neighborhood that I moved into was awesome, right? Again, I'll show you guys that property if I haven't already in this video. But, I'm looking for land now. Even where I'm moving now, I got a pretty decent sized lot, even though it's not going to be like my forever home or whatever you want to call it, right? But I'm not here to party, right? But I'm close enough. Even that house that I got on 164th, I could be at the water in 10 or 15 minutes. I could be in downtown. When I showed you Miami Avenue, you could take that side street all the way down to downtown in like 15, maybe 20 minutes tops. And that's a side street, right? So I'm close to everything. I liked where I was located. I want to be more suburban. I didn't want to be in the hustle bustle, right? If I really wanted to do that, I probably would have bought in a high rise down there, in Brickell or downtown. And one of the biggest differences I noticed when I moved from LA to Miami was the difference in the people. The people here are so much more pleasant, in a better mood, nicer. And I've heard the opposite, but my experience in Miami has been people have been awesome. Good neighborhood, bad neighborhood, beachside, intercoastal, inland, up north a little bit, here, South Miami. Most of the people that I come across are pleasant, smiley, will say hi. The polar opposite of LA. And I've heard a difference. I know for a fact, like touring the South, like Georgia, North Carolina, and other places, people are way like overly nice, which is cool, right? But that's been my experience here. One of the first things that stood out to me, which was cool because when I moved in, my neighbors were saying hi. They came and they knocked on my door even before I got a chance to do it with them. And it was such a shock to me because I wasn't used to that. And a lot of my old neighbors in that neighborhood where I bought off 164th Terrace there in North Miami, were Haitian, super cool people. Invited me over, would want to give me food, super pleasant, super nice, always said hi. And man, that really made that first, couple years that I was here before I sold that house super enjoyable. Had that whole situation happen with me getting canceled, would have never happened. I definitely would have kept that house and lived in it probably a little bit longer and then eventually rented it out because it's a really good spot. And it's awesome, the location. Even the one that I'm in now is even closer to the water in the intercoastal, but that original house that I had was also very prime for leasing or even Airbnb. So right here you have the downtown, right? The downtown of North Miami. So I'll give you guys some clips here as we drive through. A lot of traffic right now, right? And coming back to Miami from visiting my parents up in Ormond Beach. It's Friday, so typically it's pretty open at this time and not so much traffic, but here you go. Pretty small, pretty nice. I like it a lot. Got the city hall here on the right. I had to come, you know, pay for my water and everything here. Insurance. I think that store that I told you guys about, we just passed, I think they left, called Shelley's here in downtown North Miami. They had been there, they said, for, man, you know, 30, 40 years, and they'd moved down from somewhere else. So it's a shame to see that that store closed, but I know they did really well. And right here you have a rear shot of where I currently live. It's a strip right here of townhomes, right off of 123rd, which you have right over there, which will take you over to the bridge 2 blocks away, which will then get you to Bay Harbor Islands, which will then spit you out in Surfside, which is the place where the building fell back in 2021, a month after I moved here. And then you're right there on the border of Surfside and North Beach. Then right here you guys see my Audi. I'm this unit right here, super upgraded. We have some apartments here. Across the street, those buildings that you saw behind. The buildings that you saw in the previous clip, those buildings are condominiums. So you have a mix here of apartments and condominiums. And the funny thing is, when I moved here, I really didn't realize the difference. Because coming from California, you automatically think in a lot of cases that, hey, if there's apartment complexes and all that stuff, it's probably ghetto or run down, but that's definitely not the case here in Florida. Like I told you guys, I just got back from that trip visiting my parents up in Central Florida. So those of you who have been following me for a long time, when I moved in here, again, about literally almost 2 years ago now, at the beginning of 2024, you kind of saw this place empty. Right now, obviously it's a mess. Kitchen over here on the left, this is a really upgraded unit, you know, super high-end appliances. You know, it's got a little wine cooler right there. The lady completely gutted this place. The other units that you saw down there, they rent for like $3,000 to $3,200 a month. This one she can easily get $4,000, which is pretty much what I'm paying now. And I've been paying that for basically 2 years that I've been here. But I'm packing. I got the movers coming next Thursday. Today is Friday of the week before, but this will give you a pretty good look at the unit. You know, I brought my TV from California. I got a really big open space here with the big couch that I bought from my old house. I got my little inversion table here. Got a bunch of miscellaneous stuff that I brought from the office there, right? A lot of storage space. The only thing I didn't like about this place was that it's a 2-story because I hate going upstairs. The next house I get is not going to be a 2-story. But here, obviously super messy, right? That would be the bedroom, the master. And then over here is my little office. This is where you guys see me film. You have this in the background, the YouTube play button, all this stuff. You know, I have a standing desk there by the window. I got the whiteboard to film for, you know, instructional type videos. And then I have my Sony DSLR here where I shoot with the Roadcaster right there. You know, I'd be lying to you guys if I said I wasn't getting a little emotional about this move. You know, the 2 years that I've been here has been an absolute grind. I basically had to start over. I had a lot taken away from me. But I'm excited now because we've built up a lot of momentum and I knew that the hard work would pay off. I dug myself out of the hole. I think we have 14 members again on Team BC nationwide with another 2 that are onboarding right now. I'm recruiting like crazy. I've added a ton of people to my coaching program the last month or 2. Onboarding 2 more right now. I had a few people upgrade to lifetime. You know, my YouTube channel is growing a lot. My Instagram is starting to explode, so we're getting there. And I knew this moment would happen. It was just a matter of buckling down and committing to what we had to do. So this is one of the walking routes by my house here in Miami. You cross this bridge, you get over to Bay Harbor Islands, and then you cross another little bridge and you're right there and by the water. I know it's a little windy, but check out these views. You got downtown over there, downtown Miami. So just past downtown North Miami, right? We were on 123rd the other day. Today we made a left onto Northeast 6th Avenue, which will take us all the way straight from downtown to where my original home was. If we go left 2 or 3 blocks, you'll hit Miami Avenue. That'll take you all the way to downtown. And when I would go train and go to places in downtown, a lot of times I wouldn't even jump on the 95. I would just take Miami Avenue all the way down. And it really didn't even take that long. You know, it's funny, just going into my old neighborhood here, it's putting a smile on my face. I really loved it here. My neighbors were cool, and the neighborhood was super, super chill. So this is the street, 164th Terrace, right off Northeast 6th Avenue, just north of, you know, what would be considered Midtown Miami. As you start going north, you hit Miami Shores, and you start getting into North Miami. And I'm kind of on the border of North Miami and North Miami Beach. I would say this is more of like a typical working class neighborhood. When I bought the home, It was completely remodeled, but I really like the area, open and green. You know, coming from California, it's a little different because you don't have a lot of street lights. I don't have any on my block at all. So it got kind of sketchy at night when you were driving because you couldn't really see people, but it's coming up here on the left. There's one of my old neighbors, super chill guy. This is the old house right here, 420. Pretty cool, super cool. So passing right here, we keep going, you know, we hit that stop sign, not this one, but the next one, then you would go another block or two and you would hit, like I told you, Miami Avenue, and that would take you all the way down to downtown or even more north if you want. You know, a lot of people ask, oh, why did you move to downtown or to some place like that? I really wanted to be in more of a working class neighborhood and out of the city. You know, even by the time I moved out to Miami, I was already way beyond my party years and all that. So if I was maybe 20 or 25 moving here, I may have gone to downtown, but at this point, not interested. Now we're going to 167th. That's the main avenue right here. If you take it right, if you make a right here and you go all the way over the bridge to Sunny Isles Beach, that's where I bought that boat slip that I owned for about a year, and then I flipped for like a $50,000 or $60,000 profit a year later. I was gonna get a boat, but I decided not to after we made some changes out here. But we're gonna go left and then get on the 95 and go about, you know, 2 or 3 exits to the old office to show you guys that location. So from the 167th Avenue, the one that cuts east and west all the way to the water, we took it a little bit left at that light. Now we're getting on the 9 to 5 and the office is pretty close. You see the exit there, Ives Dairy? That's the one. And this office is located right on the border of what would be considered like North Miami Beach and Aventura. Aventura is a really ritzy area. A lot of celebrities have houses there. And from the office, if you cross the bridge and go over, you're right in the heart of downtown Aventura with the mall, you know, and all those fancy places. And you could check out all the celebrities' homes not too far from there. Right, a little more than 2 miles, so it's about 2.25 miles. We are here getting off on Ives Dairy. One of the reasons I love that house that I got was I actually got this office location first before I purchased a home. I was staying at an Airbnb by the water. For those of you who remember, maybe I'll stop by before I leave and show you guys a picture of it again. But I stayed there for a couple months while I was house shopping. A couple deals didn't work out. I ended up getting this office in the interim, right? And then when I found this house, I said, man, what a great location. I'm a hop, skip, and a jump from the office, which I'm going to be spending a lot of time at. This is perfect. So for those first couple years, you know, I would head to the office and it was super, super close. It was never more than, you know, a 10-minute drive from door to door. All right, Northeast 16th Avenue, AKA Trayvon Martin Avenue. They designated that street, I think, after that whole situation with Trayvon Martin back in the day. I know back here, I think is the high school that he went to. And my trainer, Brian, if you guys have seen him, the calisthenics dude that I still work out with, the little dude that's crazy, that competes, and that used to, I guess, work with that guy, Chris Heria. He went to that high school too. It's right behind over here. I used to go to that high school sometimes to like run sprints and stuff because the track was open, but this is 2815 Northeast 16th Avenue. And I had business offices. I had B16 and A39. So let's see them. Here we go, y'all. B16. Now there's a construction and design place here. Pretty cool. And here we go. A39, our second office. So when that whole disaster started with me getting deplatformed, around that time, right before actually is when we got that second office. We were going to use it as an event space, which we did. I got to still keep B16 for myself. Loida and Annabelle, who was our full-time assistant, working assistant at that time, was working more in A39 with her. And we use that other space for more team stuff, right? Our team come in, making calls, events, and that kind of thing. So we left the office, and like I told you guys, when you're coming back down south towards my original home, you know, you could get off on this first exit, Miami Gardens, and even though my house isn't right there, you could pretty much take the side streets along the 95 to get to the house. So I'm gonna take you guys through that route right now. Here we go. Here's that first exit, Miami Gardens, getting off now. So getting off here, when you hit this place, if you go left, you hit North Miami Beach. If you go right, you hit Miami Gardens. So what we're gonna do here, because we're crossing Miami Gardens Drive here that runs east and west, we'll continue to go straight, which will be Northeast 6th Avenue, which is the one that takes us all the way back to downtown North Miami, if you remember earlier when we were coming to my house. Damn, I gotta clean these off with this glare, it looks horrible. All right, so now we're heading straight down northeast, just crossed Miami Gardens Drive. So if you take this for like another mile, you'll pretty much get to my old house, which we'll drive by. Man, this old neighborhood was so chill. If that first house that I bought, I could have gotten like an acre or 2 acres, I for sure would have stayed there. That's really the only thing holding me back now is I want to get in the future, when I do purchase my next personal residence, I want at least an acre, if not two. And I know finding it, you know, in the middle of a city is going to be super challenging. All right, now we're passing 167th. If you guys remember, we were coming up from this side before, and then this first right here is where we made a right to go to my old house. So right here where that no left turn sign is, you would make a right there, and you would go to my old home, which is the first one that I bought here. So I'm out for a walk a couple blocks from my place. The Intercoastal is literally right over this. This is one of the cool little condo buildings. It's facing the Intercoastal over there, and this is a little neighborhood that's tucked in back here. Pretty cool. You know, you go to the main road out there, about 2 or 3 blocks that way, then you can take the bridge over to Bay Harbor, and then you get to the beach. But really nice area. You guys can see, right? You get to that main road there, and my home is right around the corner, but some nice properties here. I know this one recently sold. Pretty cool little area tucked away. We are basically on the other side of Biscayne and 123rd where my house is. So if we go out here to the main road and make a left, you get to Biscayne in like 2 or 3 blocks, and you can take that south back this way all the way to downtown and get there pretty quick.